Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. It is Sunday night. It's time for D&D. Woohoo! Welcome to Tales from the Lost Emporium. How is everybody?
All right. Good, thank you very much.
Tip top.
Hey, I can see Sherry now. That's cool.
Yeah. Look, I've just had India and I'm stuffed, man. I'm ready for a nap.
No napping.
I just had food.
Your easy session was last time, right?
I've just been asleep, so this is going to be high energy, guys.
There we go. Flash, I can take over.
Speaking of high energy,
Don't be wearing Owen Hart.
let's thank our amazing sponsors. We've got Lost Souls Pizza. Woo! We got Monkey's Emporium. Woo! Shakeless Games. Okay, get on with it. Right, you guys are in Waterdeep, but actually, I've got to meet you first, haven't I? Oh, I'm so out of practice. 1 week off. Right, hang on. Let's see who's first. Good evening. Hello. Let's see. Let's bring in Pete. How you doing?
I can't work D&D Beyond.
You won't need it.
When you get to roll these dice. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I'm going to be tonight. I am Jeremiah Havoc, monk of the 4 elements, tempestuous little shit. Equal parts. Very excited and very cross to have a new semi-sibling thing in the mix. But wait, have I escaped?
You were let out of jail.
Yeah.
You thought of escaping, but there was a thing with a giant elk in a small room.
I didn't just think of escaping. I did my best to escape, and it didn't go very well. But anyway, yes. we now have a new youngling, shall we say, in the group.
You have a sibling, yes.
Yeah, I have a sibling, and the great news is that I'm just about back into my D&D.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Next up, we have Johnny. How you doing, Johnny?
Hello, how are you? My D&D Beyond's not working.
Yours isn't working, is it?
Folks. I don't know if there might be a couple of people watch tonight, but D&D is really good. D&D Beyond is a very good device for making your game.
It's fantastic.
A bit more easier, as much as sheets are really cool and everything.
No, I like D&D Beyond. It's good.
I think so. My name's Felix Bobo. I'm a Manafin. I'm a bard. I live in Waterdeep. I've been to Hell and back. I'm with a party of the Revengers. One of them's had a baby. One of them's just out of prison. And one of them's just out. And that's it, I think. We'll see what's happening.
Amazing. Thank you, Johnny. Next up, we got Sherry. Well, sounds like a lot happened last time. Hello.
Yeah, well, everyone else was caught up, so I'm Peter, playing a cleric. What is the plan? I don't even know. We did something last week that had nothing to do with the story, and I don't know what the plan is.
There was lots of trying to break Jeremiah out of jail. He sent a rat to communicate to Felix. Felix freaked out a bit. You had a baby. Felix went and visited Jeremiah in jail, who was squashed up against the door by the backside of a giant elk.
Oh, yeah, because dragons are coming, aren't they? Dragons keep attacking Waterdeep.
Yes, which you heard from the Silver Hand.
We're opening a Slayer's Keep here.
Guild. Dragon Slayers Guild, isn't it?
Dragon Slayers.
Amateur Dragon Slayers. We need the amateur.
A dragon.
Yeah, we're gonna. I think that's what we said, right? We were gonna open up our own guild and be in charge of it.
Yeah,
because we hated being told what to do. Because we tried to do renovations and that went bad.
Can we call it the A team? The A stands for amateur.
So, I mean, that's cool. Dan, how you doing? You were the only person not present at the birth last time.
Well, that is the sign of things to come, I'm afraid. I will be playing Lord Flashheart, and as part of my ever-going mission to acquire Fatora and split her up from her erstwhile fiance. I've managed to baby trap her from a distance. It's pretty good. With some
Oh my god!
demonic surrogate seed of mine. So yeah,
Oh my god!
and
You fell into his trap.
I plan to be as involved with the baby as I am with everything other than myself in life, which is as little as possible.
Amazing. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much everything up to date. I'm sure it'll all go swimmingly this week. Was there anything else that was kicking off? I thought of something.
Did we
a couple of
rescue?
seconds ago.
Did we get the twin out? No. Okay.
No, of course not. To be fair, Jeremiah tried his best,
Okay.
but he was like locked out at every point. He tried casting loads of magic and stuff, but there was archmages there.
There's loads of magic within my capability, so some magic.
Okay.
Yes. Like I say, literally, the biggest thing he did was summon a giant elk in a small prison cell.
Well, if in case anyone needs it, I do have all the stats of a giant elk written down because this is not the first time giant elks have come into play. So.
Won't be the
was a
last.
recurring
Won't
theme.
be the last.
It didn't do a lot other than get confused in a very tight space.
Well, why else would you summon a giant elk if you didn't want mass confusion? That's what they're good for.
Yeah, so you haven't got the guy out. L'Oreal Silverhand had told you via Felix, because she's Felix's best mate, that there's dragons attacking, which all links back to the fact that you guys originally let the dragon staff out of Waterdeep in Jarlaxle's hands, and he's given it to someone, and I'm sure it's all going to be fine. And that was it. So Felix has also upset a goddess in a pretty major way.
How did you upset the
I can't
goddess?
upset the goddess. You think you're such thing as God?
Oh yeah, you pissed off my god. That's how you did it. Never mind. I was so confused. I was like, what the fuck did you do?
He's making. If you're judged by your enemies, well, Felix is a big guy. Let's just put it that way. So Jeremiah had come back. He'd gone off to his room to read a book on how to be the best sibling and to draw lots of pictures. We will cut to the following day. Flashart sort of hid away in his bedroom on the previous day. And other than putting up Felix, because Felix's room is full of crap, because there's a magic dustpan and brush floating around. You're aware that there was a birth went off, but it's the following day. Felix is sleeping on your floor again, maybe? I don't know, it's up to Felix.
I'm curled up like a dog in a little basket with my lute at my side.
The door to your room gets kicked open, and there's an almighty screeching as a grey blue skinned child comes screaming into your room and grabs your blankets and in a booming voice says, "Get up, Flashart!" and really booming voice from this small child. And then she legs it out of the room.
Oh, this is disappointing. Has anyone had the conversation with Jeremiah as to why he has so many pictures, hand-drawn pictures of Flashart in his room? Or is that a conversation?
No, we didn't tell him that bit.
Fair enough. Okay, so I lean down. I'm going to wake Felix up, and and I'm going to say, Felix, can you go and see what's going on, what the commotion is? I need as much beauty sleep as I can get.
I'm 132, right? And I've spent that whole time avoiding children. I cast calm emotions on as I leave, noticing his raging boner.
Morning glory.
I go and follow the blue thing. I'm assuming we're all going to meet downstairs for breakfast. So I go downstairs and I am definitely going to have a jug of mead for breakfast.
Awesome. The child is about 4 now, by the way.
Overnight.
Yes.
Who are you?
And she's like, Jazara, of course. Come on, Felix. And she goes, I've got a good game. And you see from behind her back, she pulls out a knife and starts shredding Flashheart's blanket.
Oh.
I love this kid.
Gary, you were correct.
So much-
Gary,
so
you were
much to
so
me.
correct.
I made a
Gary literally
prediction
said,
with Fatora.
literally before he was like, I'm going to do this because I feel like Jeremiah and the baby will bond. You've been
There's a film in here, isn't it? 3 Dungeoneers and a fucking demonic baby. It is
I
that.
love it. Honestly, she's just wonderful.
You
She's
will be.
shredding Flashheart's blanket.
She'll own
And
our
she takes
souls
one of
by
the
the end of the
strips.
day.
Oh.
She takes one of the strips and ties it round her head as well, like a bandana.
Go up to her. I take 2 more of the strips. I put 1 round each of the arms, so she's got little bicep tassels like the Ultimate Warrior. Then I do the same to myself.
I'm at the top of the stairs. So I look down and I see this absolute commotion. And so before going downstairs to face this, I quickly. We're on the same level as Jeremiah's room, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
I quickly whip into Jeremiah's room, seeing that he's downstairs, and take one of his thicker capes and then stash it underneath my mattress because I realise I'm going to need another flipping blanket later on. Then I make my way downstairs.
Making my way.
Making my way downstairs. Like the grumpiest man you've ever seen in your life. I don't understand why this is my. How is this my problem? How is this child going to be my problem?
Beatora's asleep, by the way. Beatora's 100% asleep.
I got you, babe. Don't worry.
Flashheart, make me a perception check, please.
Perception.
I love this so much.
15.
15. Okay, you notice at the bottom of the stairs, there's some like round logs have been placed, almost like for you to step on and fall over. And so you easily step over them, but then you hear ominous whispering, like almost demonic whispering, and you see that the small child Jazara has got her hand over her mouth.
God damn. I'm trapped with Kevin McAllister, and I'm not happy about it.
She's going to grow up quick. It's all right.
But she's going to grow up to hate Flashheart. I know this.
Well, you better do some repentance.
No, there'll be no repenting. Never say sorry. Never apologise. Ever.
If she grows that quick, does she mean she'll be dead in a month?
No, she'll be a demon, so she'll live to like 800,000 years old or something.
Basically, I think she's going to rapid grow until she's like a young adult, and then she might like slow down.
She'll plateau.
How convenient.
Oh, yes. She's got plot armor.
I catch Felix's eye and I say, Felix, is now a good time for us to go on that quest we were talking about a while ago? Just me and you, just one bard and his mate, just going on a little quest for a few weeks.
We could just check ourselves in Filthy Girls.
Well, that was the quest.
Oh yes. Okay. Oh yeah.
We were questing to find the source of the STD that's ravaged through Waterdeep.
As Flashheart catches my eye, do I notice that she's doing a spell?
Yes.
Can
She's definitely doing thaumaturgy.
Oh, with thaumaturgy.
I don't catch
It's also
that.
not. It's not a spell either. It's a class feature.
I don't catch that. I just think she's talking.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
I just think she's talking shit about me, so I'm just like ignoring it.
Oh, she's doing that too.
Yeah. Part of the whispering, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
Jeremiah's copying her. I imagine Jeremiah's there copying her.
I imagine Jeremiah's pretending that she's whispering the secret to him, and he's going, "Oh yeah."
If this kid tomorrow comes up to me and says, "In it, bruv," that's it. It's going to be like, "In it, bruv."
I do believe the child referred to something as dench.
Now, this child's going to be
It's
so well
demonic, man. It's
spoken.
demonic.
She's going to ask you a question. Yeah.
This child is going to be incredibly well spoken if she's around Fatora and Charles Axel.
And she lives in Waterdeep. She's growing up on the streets of Waterdeep with Flash Art, Jeremiah, and Felix.
I'm keeping her real. I am keeping her real, man.
Keeping it real, and in fact, we're gonna put her in linguistic classes with Screech, so she'll be absolutely fine.
Teach her how to speak right. Yeah.
I call a little kid over. I call her over and I say, "Do you know any spells?"
Yeah, of course I do.
What spells do you know? Show me a trick.
And she goes like,
Do something
like,
funny
wiggles
to
her
Flash
fingers.
Art.
She wiggles her fingers, and all the candles turn blue. So it's blue light coming from the candles.
That's good. That's really
Very
good. That's very clever. That was good. Do you want to see a good one?
Yeah.
And I polymorph her into a frog, a stroker, and then I polymorph her back.
It's that. And she looks like wide-eyed, and then just starts bawling her head off.
What? That's when I can teach you. I haven't got a spell book. Bloody hell.
I feel like I'm crying.
That's silence. I can't silence. I'm just casting silence.
I feel like as the crying happens, like Victoria's going to come down the stairs.
I'd say if Victoria wasn't coming, Flashlight is going to go and wake her up immediately and be like, "Deal with your child. Deal."
As you wake up, she's just like, "This is your fault, by the way."
I was going to say, on the way back up, I absolutely stand on the logs.
Well, you notice the tatters of what's left of your blanket if you wish to pick it up.
My favourite blanket, the special one.
Yeah.
I do
As you
pick
reach
it up.
down to pick it up, an arrow thunks into it. And photo flash molds around it, and you hear fucking mimics.
At that point, I wished it wasn't. I wished it didn't, and I wished I'd picked a mimic up, and I wished the mimic killed me.
Yeah, Victoria comes on the stairs eventually.
Yeah, she launches herself at you for a hug.
Yeah. Does she leave the circle? Does she leave the circle of silence?
Possibly. Like, as soon as she catches sight of you, she'll come running over to you, and she starts to calm down.
I look at Jeremiah and I go, "Do you want to go and do some training?"
Who with you?
Yeah. We can lightly spar. We can lightly spar if we want.
I don't need to lightly spar.
I do.
Jeremiah, Jeremiah, do you want to come with me to have a spar? We'll go for a spar day.
Well, I never take that kind of spar lightly. Where are we going for a spar?
I don't know. I need to get out of this room. I need to get out of this building. I did not. I had no. This is not what I want. I do not approve this message. This is not what I want. Fatora, you need to speak to Joel Axel. He needs to step up and control his child. Look what she's done to my favourite blanket.
What we should do. We should listen. She's a new mom. She needs all the help we should get. We should bring the child for the spa day.
I fucking love you.
This child needs all the love she can get. Listen, I never had a mother or a father. The closest I got was Felix seeing him in trousers and making me wrestle an invisible pig. I am going to break the cycle of trauma and bestow love upon this child.
I'm thinking about the scene from
With that, I
Escape
say
Room
to her,
where someone gets killed in a sauna. I'm thinking maybe.
If you want Jeremiah, you
Final
can.
Destination.
Yeah.
If you want Jeremiah,
on the sunbed.
you can teach her how to spa and then take her to a spa. You can do 2 of your favorite things.
On the way back, we could stop at the spa and get some drinks.
Are you suggesting that Jeremiah couldn't fight the 4-year-old?
No, I'm suggesting he teaches the 4-year-old how to fight
Oh,
because I think that'd be funny.
I think we're gonna need a montage. Excellent. What music do you want for the montage?
It's not Rocky.
Hang on a
It's
minute.
not Rocky. I don't want it.
No, it's Hearts on Fire. Rocky 4.
Ooh.
Best one.
I'm thinking Man in Motion, Pete.
Man in Motion's where it's at.
I was thinking.
It's gonna be a Beat Max mashup. That's what's going down.
I was
Love
thinking, you're the best.
Oh, I don't have it. Yeah, we're gonna have all that, and it's gonna be across of yeah, obviously the Rocky 4 training montage, but also Gizmo training montage in Gremlins 2, and also the Bubble Bath montage from Curly Sue. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's happening. So we're gonna be doing hits and punches in the bubble bath while eating pizza.
Thing is, if it's Jeremiah's montage, why do I feel like it's Let's Get Physical?
Yeah.
Like that's Jeremiah's montage.
It's all of the above. It's all the above. It's all things for people.
And every now and then it cuts away to Flashheart just getting drunker and drunker, just crying. For 1 minute.
If I'm montaging, the baby can age a little.
Yeah. Baby's like just getting massive biceps.
Well, the interesting thing is, Jeremiah, you noticed during the training that she seems to have an issue with anger. There's like this pent-up rage inside her.
Fine.
You can start to teach her how to harness that rage if you wish.
Are you suggesting that I teach somebody the way of the 4 elements outside of the fact I've been excommunicated by the monarchy of the 4 elements?
Yep.
I'm in.
Brilliant.
What we do is we give her. I feel like part of the reason that she's got such rage is that our arms differ. So I'm going to wrap some tinfoil around her right arm, so she looks like she's got a mecha arm as well.
Brilliant. She loves it.
Yeah, a little bit of fishing wire and a hoop, and she can like.
She flings the fishing wire and hook at Flashheart constantly.
Amazing.
Well, if it's, I'm going to say if it's it may well be the Wish version of Jeremiah's arm, but quite frankly, they have the same effectiveness based on the last few fights Jeremiah's tried to utilize his mecha arm.
Though she hits more often.
She hits more often, yeah. Does more damage with the tinfoil. Yeah.
Cool. So you spend what's that? Is that going to be till the afternoon? Probably mid-afternoon that you've finished?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, as long as she wants, I spend with her.
Until she's 80 years old by the afternoon.
She's pretty tuckered out by like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and needs a sleep. She needs nap time.
So do I,
goes off. You guys are in the pub, and you're still open, aren't you? Even though the front of the building is.
No, we had to close it. That was the deal.
Oh, fuck him. We can come
You
back.
just had to put up a sign, didn't you?
Yeah, we put up a sign.
I thought Mr. Lizard covered all that.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think construction workers were going to turn up today, so we'll say they're starting to put it right. But are you still allowing customers in?
Yes.
We're serving them outside on like the grass outside. Like we're doing everything al fresco because they said we couldn't have them inside, and I said, well, let's have them outside. But we are expecting them to come around just soon and kick off. But fuck them.
But it does say under renovations. Like
It does.
it does say under renovations. We've done everything they've asked.
I say that we're adopting the most pointless, useless, and irritating and enraging service system in the world, which is that of the Nando's system, whereby but you need to you have to come and order at the bar, then you can go and find your own seat, and then we'll bring the food to you. Is it fast food? Is it self-service? Is it takeaway? No one knows. No one knows. It's Nando's. It's everything. It's nothing.
You don't like
And you don't get
Nando's,
provided
huh?
any accoutrements at the table. You've got to make
Woe betide the man if he gets to order olives at Nando's.
If I go down and get seated, the fact I've got to get back up to order my food is insanity. It's insanity. But there we go.
It's cheeky, right? It's cheeky. That's what it is. It's not insanity.
It's dry. I'll give it that.
Yeah, so that sauce on it, bro.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing I like better than massive bottles of shared sauces that kids have had there. It's disgusting.
Knobs in the end of them.
Yeah.
If you're gonna put your knob in the end of a Nando's ball, I'd say you're only gonna do that once in your life.
Exactly.
Hang on a minute. How many chili symbols are we talking here, Pete? Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm good.
At some point in the afternoon, a gentleman comes in. You're used to different types of people and different races. This one stands out a bit because he's an Eladrin, like Fatora. Only instead of her blue, he is a quite vivid green.
Oh, it's a Smiler. It's a Smiler. Has Smiler made its way to Waterdeep?
Looks not too dissimilar to Smiler, but you're pretty sure it isn't Smiler.
Does he look like someone who might be in the market to adopt a child?
We're not. You are not adopting my child.
He takes his table, then he gets up and orders his food at the bar from Nigel, the ghostly barman, and then he goes back to the table.
Flashheart is so mad.
Then we send a separate server over to tell them that they can go and get their own fucking cutlery.
That is Huey, who goes over and does that.
Fucking cutlery.
He says it in Flashheart's voice as well. A perfect mimic.
I'd like to be at the side with the what they call the Kenkos. Just saying, remember now, push on the refills.
Push on the refills. And then when the person sitting down questions the system because it makes no sense, it makes no logical sense, Huey goes, "It's a fucking gimmick."
Yay!
That's an inspiration point if you don't know.
Thanks very much.
It's the only good thing that's come from Nando's so far in Dan's entire existence.
One inspiration point and chronic diarrhea. That's what you get from Nando's.
And the guy, he has his meal and everything, and then he starts asking he's asking if anyone can direct him towards Felix Smallbottom or the Lord Flashheart.
What? Victoria, I have to hear it. It's just like, what the fuck did you two do?
I'm on the earring because I'm upstairs. I'm trying to see if I can get some way of moving all these rocks out of my room.
Yeah, it's called apologize to my god, and
There's no such thing as gods.
And then you get through the earring. No, not your god.
Can we not sort out these bloody earrings? Bloody hell, man. And the guy yesterday tried to sell me windows.
Was he a pain in the ass?
Yeah, that's an inspiration point because I liked that joke.
Thank you.
Love it.
You know what they say, you either leave beforehand or you stay long enough to become one.
Join us. I'm in the area, and Flashheart is very attuned to hearing people say his own name. So perks right up Yeah, I'll have a wander over.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So he sees you come over and he goes,
Come kiss
Ah!
more people.
"Good day, sir, and I'm pleased to meet you. Could you direct me to either Felix of the Small Bottom or the Lord Flashart?"
I know both of these gentlemen very well. Can I ask what you need to speak to them about? All right,
No,
I'm eyeing up Jeremiah now, if this is bad, by the way.
Of course you are.
He's like, I have a business proposition. And he goes, "Here's my card." And he takes out from a cloak, a green cloak, a maple leaf. And on it, in flowing silver lettering, is writing. And it says, "Oliver Sage, devotee of the avaricious nightingale, accumulator and representative of exceeding talent."
Well, I understand at least 3 of those words, and the main one is talent. So I go, "I'll just go and get the Lord for you." Turn round and, in the worst crap way ever, just turn all the way around and say, "Pleased to make your acquaintance."
And he goes, "Marvelous!" Well, I hear you're a very established novelist and quite the legend in these parts.
Legend.
Please take a seat.
Accurate. Yes. No. Should I go and get Felix, or is this?
Oh, that would be marvelous. Yes, if possible, please.
Okay, I don't mind sharing some of my legendary status with the noble bard. So I'm gonna go. I'll stay right there. I'll go upstairs.
I've got the earrings.
Oh, we can speak to each other, can
Yeah.
we? Okay. Felix, come in, Felix.
Is that you?
Who's you?
It's me.
Is that a Flashart?
You're getting interference again.
Felix, come downstairs. It's Flashheart. Come downstairs.
How do I know it's you, Flashart? What was the first thing you ever said to me?
You had a pocket full of slugs or snails, possibly?
I dimension door immediately downstairs.
It was a pocket of a
snail.
snail, which is impressive. You
Snail.
also stole 2,000 gold from us.
But I felt the snail. I think I might have said nice snail. I don't know. Who knows?
That's
a
impressive,
damn good
though.
memory.
That's genuinely
Yeah.
impressive.
So Felix, this guy here thinks we're talented, which obviously he has eyes and ears. He knows these things. Should we speak to him?
I will talk to him. Yes, we will talk to him. Do we need the lizard present?
I don't think we need. I just want, if there is a deal to be done, maybe some kind of book tour, maybe some kind of tour, maybe some kind of getting away from this child, maybe some kind of not being here with this child. If there's something that involves us not being here, then I think we should listen. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
wait, whoa, wait though. Before we go any further, what if he wants us to sleep with him?
Would the payment be getting away from this child?
Would I be at the front or the back?
Let's negotiate.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to sit down and I'll show Felix the guy's card so he can see.
Oh yeah, he'll take another copy out and slide it across to Felix. And
Is
he's
the
going,
card real, please? Can I give a perception check to make sure it's real, please?
Yep, go for it.
Is there anything sus about it? Is there any spelling wrong on it? Is it like this?
No, it looks legit. It's a work of art because it's a maple leaf with this silver lettering on it. You're not quite sure how it's been done. You'll get a little if you cast detect magic.
Obviously, my internal Bateman monologue is going, my God, it's even got a watermark.
Look at the border. Yes, there's a gold leaf border.
Yeah.
I hold it up to the light. Does it got like a watermark?
Yes, and the watermark is of a lute.
Of a loop. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
See, this is guild money, this is. Flash art, this is guild money. That's why we need to, because we obviously give the pipes away. Has he got a pair of pipes?
No.
We need to. I'm thinking straight away, yeah, we need to try and sell him into the pipes as well. That all sort of like, yeah, okay. So what does he want? I'm gonna let Flash out do the talking because let's be honest about it. Why wouldn't he?
He's like, gentlemen, I am so glad to make your acquaintance. He says, as my card says, the name is Oliver Sage. I'm a humble servant of Milara Taralen. He says the elven goddess of poet and song. And I believe it has been my duty upon this plane of existence to gather the finest entertainment talents that there are in the world. I intend to put on an impressive tour around all the major cities of the land. This will be a tour the like of which has never been seen before. He says, no single city will be the same since seeing the wealth and the height of the talent, the very peak of performance from the people I will have performing there. And I come to you with an offer. It's a 6-month gig. We will start in Luskan, then Neverwinter, then Thornhold, Baldur's Gate, El Turel, before finishing here in Waterdeep. We intend to put on the hottest gigs ever. We will bring the house down. And for this, I will give you now 5 gold just for entertaining my offer. And then it will be 2 platinum per performance, with all expenses paid. And he slides across 2 stacks of 5 gold.
Oh.
What's his name again? Who's
Oliver Sage. He says he's a servant of Milara Taralen.
Is this the same competition that Cheryl Crow turned on and
I mean, if either of the two there wish to make a religion check, they can see if they can verify if that's a real god.
I don't believe in God.
Yeah, and I'm more a sign first, ask questions later kind of guy, as we know.
Yeah, I'm like I'm already tuning my lute. I'd be tuning my bass drum, but it's really difficult to play Silent Night on a bass drum. I
mean, so,
you see him winks a bit.
Have we got a minute to think about this? We might have to speak to the rest of our party.
By all means, I shall stay here and enjoy the the food that is on offer.
Yeah, don't forget the refills. They're just over there.
Yeah,
very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Knives and forks.
Yeah. You got to bring your own knife and fork, and you got to bring your own sauce as well if you don't want it to be covered in toddler spit.
I did read a thing about the medieval times. No place offered any type of cutlery, and everybody carried their own knife.
Well, yeah, but you're a high class establishment. Screech butts in and goes,
chopstick.
"Yeah, don't forget your cutlery, man. It's all in the outhouse."
So can we call a via earrings? Can we call a staff meeting of the senior members of the
sure
of the house?
You do it on earrings.
I gotta do it over the earrings. I'm gonna be like, boom, boom, boom. All staff members, please. I can't do it now. You know what I mean?
And I'm going to join in and say bomb, 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 not Screech. We don't need Screech. Just
man!
Just Jeremiah and Fatora. Meet Flashheart and Felix ASAP.
Who's our chef now?
Huey.
Is Huey doing all the cooking still?
Yeah, you've got the Kenku on kitchen duty, and they ran it all while you were away with Dernan's help.
So I'll maybe get Huey in then, just to make sure that...
Quite clearly, the Kenku must hate us, because when we were away, this place was flourishing and became a high-class sought after. And every time we're back, we're just...
We fuck it up.
Yeah, we're fucking up.
Yeah. Burns down within like the first week.
It burns down. There's people, there's kids being stomped, there's rats being chased, there's knives being thrown. But when the Kenku are here on their own, I'm sure it runs absolutely smoothly. But, yeah.
There's a new drink on the menu called Get in the Sack.
Get in the sack. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna meet up with Fator and Jeremiah.
Right,
Yo.
cool.
Okay, guys, me and Felix have been offered a bit of an opportunity to go on a lavish tour of music and I guess they want me to regale all audiences with my tales of heroism and our times in hell.
A
How
tour with
exciting.
Yeah.
who on behalf of what?
Well, they're going to give us lots of money.
No. A tour with who? And who's this person trying to do it on behalf of?
So I'll give
Jeremiah
Fator.
says, yeah.
Yeah, I give Fator the business card of Oliver Sage and say this dude, this guy.
Does it say this on behalf of anything on there?
No, so it says devotee of the avaricious nightingale, accumulator and representative of exceeding talent.
Do I know Avaricious Nightingale?
Give me a religion check.
Do I get advantage because I'm a cleric?
Does
a
it say
nerd.
advantage?
No, but I'm just asking.
No, you don't. No.
God damn it, 11.
I say that he said that he works for. I've written it down wrong. Elvari Tel. I can't remember what she, but I do remember.
Melira Taralen.
I was massively off, but yeah, okay. So yeah, I say that, and I say that he's putting together the best of the best singer-songwriters. I look at Felix, the best storytellers. Myself, I say the best artists.
Can I make another religion
Jeremiah a
roll?
little
Or do I
side-eye.
actually have the name?
You can have another religion check on the name, and you can have advantage on this one because it's an elven deity.
Oh, well, I got a nat 20. So 25.
Yay! Okay, so you do know that Melira Taralen is indeed the elven goddess of poetry and songs, and her symbol is the lute.
I got a loot.
You do have a loot.
And the leaf has a watermark symbol of a lute on it as well.
And the leaf has a watermark symbol of a loot on it. Look, Vitora, look.
And you know that Melira Taralen is also known as the Nightingale.
Right.
However, you know the avaricious part doesn't necessarily add up with that.
What does avaricious mean? Legit.
It means collects and hoards with greed.
We're about to be human trafficked, 100%.
Yeah. So Faitoris just looks and it's like, it makes sense, but she's not, like, you can tell she's not sold. Because she's like, I know quite a lot about this goddess. And what she stands for, what her work tends to be, how her followers would normally act.
So you say go for it.
Doesn't seem like the best idea to just go off. Who else
So you
is
say
being
we
hit?
shouldn't do it.
I personally wouldn't.
Well, I personally wouldn't have had a child out of wedlock, but that's.
Flashhead, you have probably had many children out of wedlock. Just because you don't feel, just because you do not know of their existence, doesn't mean they're not there.
Well,
Yeah.
Being not accountable and not knowing go hand in hand. If I don't know about it, how can I be accountable for it?
Well, the one thing about this god is he's very giving, very, there for the people, share and yada yada. Not so much collecting or hoarding or greed, which is what this person,
That's
as
show
she flips the
business
card
for
back
you,
around.
isn't it? That is show business for you, isn't it? It affects everybody. All the people, they come in nice. Even me, I came in a naive halfling thinking, oh, this will all be like, boom, before you know it, you're slitting people's necks. What's going on?
Yeah. If we did do it, you'd be alright without us for 6 months.
Yeah.
That's how long it would be. 6 months.
Well, I think the pub would probably be in better condition.
I could just point out as well, 6 months means you would miss Fatora's wedding. because that's in about 3 months' time.
Oh, I had big
I know
plans
that,
to spoil
boy.
that. Felix, I'm going to talk to Felix. I'm going to talk to the talent. Game recognizes games. Felix, let's talk.
I don't think I'm the right person to ask because I'm already working out the set list. I've been on the phone to the drummer. I'm like, right, call in, back to the cart. Yeah, the big stones, the big ones. It's them.
I've gone right now. I've kind of been made aware that I'd be missing the wedding of the year. I'm in second thoughts. I don't think it's not going to be as good without me at the wedding.
Why isn't Faye Daughter come with us? She can come with us and she can have a wedding on the road. Think, well, the baby can have a lovely life. Oh no, I don't want to take a baby on the road.
No, Felix, 95% of why I'm thinking about doing this is to not be around the child.
I get it. No, I'm all right. Where is the baby?
Upstairs napping.
Having a nap.
Yeah. Sleep
How
time.
old is she now? 26?
No, she's still 4, Felix. I don't know, maybe she's 5 now. 5 or 6.
7 to 8.
There we go.
The montage helped age her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she's out of her terrible, she's out of the toddler phase.
Yeah.
So she's slightly less violent.
But she's going goth early, thanks to Jeremiah.
Right. It sounds to me, Flash Out, it sounds to me as if we can't have to say no to this end, doesn't it? Because Victoria's basically saying, nah, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Why don't you see if he's doing one next year?
Well, yeah, okay. I'm going to see if we can postpone it, but I'm also going to see if I can get the whole gang involved. So we're going to go back and speak to the man.
What date's your wedding? We could just come back, can't we? Have a day off to work and come back for the wedding, then go back out.
No, I feel like once we're away, it's going to be like a travelling circus style thing.
So, the list of cities he did, you're starting at the north, you're coming down, you'll do 2 cities, then the next city in line is actually Waterdeep, but you skip Waterdeep to go further south, and then do 2 more cities before circling back to go up to Waterdeep.
Why don't we just take the show to a wedding and just do the show at the end of the wedding?
I want to see if he wants to take Jeremiah with him as well.
I think he should as an acrobat. I think we should take Lenny with us as well.
I think that he should take Jeremiah as a costume designer for the whole event.
Jeremiah is pretty on board with that idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm cooing. I'm cooing the Revengers away from this child.
Well, I've missed the baby. Can't the baby come too?
Oh.
I know. I don't know if we should take a baby. What do you say? I think it's a bad idea.
You say the baby. She's 8 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still a baby to me.
Okay, I want to speak. I want to speak to the man. I want to speak to Oliver Sage.
Excellent. He's just looking some stuff up in a little book.
Can I ask a question? I lean out the back window. I look for Lenny. Lenny's a guy that lives in the bins out the back.
Mm.
He's been there for quite a long time. He remembers the owners from before. I say, Lenny, do you want to come on tour with us?
He scratches his head a bit and then goes, oh, okay. Gives a thumbs up.
Cool. I've sorted out the roadie.
No, mate, you've sorted out a bass player.
Right, cool. Let me just get this. Yeah, so he's still at his table. He'll happily.
I'm going to plonk myself down Riker style, and that means back of the chair forward.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he had a bad back.
Like Britney Spears, or...
Yeah. I say, okay. We've spoken to our team, to our crew. Now, I'm assuming that you know the value that Flashheart and Felix, the famous bard, would bring to the table. Is that fair? That's why you're here, right? You understand what we would bring.
She's like, oh, I mean, I don't doubt your talent. I've heard good things. I mean, I won't be able to give you top billing if that's what you're after. That's already a sign.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean not top billing?
Who's headlining this show?
Desperately looks for something in his name. He goes, oh, so he's going to default to someone else. Some up and coming talent. Cheryl Crow. Yes, she's tipped to go far, you know.
Well, I have heard of her. So, knowing what you know about myself and Felix, you know that we know what we're talking about. It surprises me that you haven't heard of one Jeremiah Havoc, who not only is a world-renowned gymnast, but also a contortionist, but a very famous painter, artist, and costume designer. Now, what would be the chances of bringing Jeremiah Havoc on with us as part of our entourage?
I mean, you're entitled to your own entourage. They would have to come out of your own wages, unless he's like the best, and I can see some quality in his work, and maybe we can get him working for some of the other acts as well. Then I would be looking to pay him a wage. Otherwise, I'm afraid it would have to come out of your own wage.
Fashion show. Let's do it.
Maxi challenge. But I'm thinking we might grab Fatora as well, and just take this whole thing on the road. Felix, what are you thinking?
I think it's a great idea. I think I can see maybe do you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of more of a you and me teaming up and doing more of a hosting the whole thing in between and the Waterdeep Music Awards.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, this is giving you an idea to not do what this guy's asking, but to set our own rival company up and do our own talent. Welcome to Bugpool Summer.
I don't think we could take it. I think it's too much hard work. I think we could do a tour, but I think that we can't headline it. I understand she is very popular with the dwarves, but I don't think she come on. Flash Art and Small Bottom. Well, that's a duo, that is. That's Flash Art and Small Bottom.
I mean, dude, just Flash Bottom.
Flash Bottom.
I mean, am I sitting here at the birth of a new dynamic duo? Is that what you're saying? I'm aware of your individual talents, but to combine such meteoric talent, I mean, the sheer gravity of that would be marvelous.
And I really hate this Nando setup and want to get away from it.
I take the Flash Art. I say Flash Art. Walk out the door and then walk back in.
Okay.
He walks out the doorway, walks back in, and indoor fireworks go off. I have da-da, da-da, smoke billowing out. Then I'm like, Jeremiah, quick, get a dress on. No,
Can you make me a performance roll with disadvantage, please?
Why disadvantage?
Because you've got lots of workmen about.
And also, what
going to be hazardous.
What you don't understand is that's what happens in Flashheart's mind every time he walks anywhere. So it's not like.
I am coming. I'm very sorry. It is that one in there. 14.
Okay, so it goes off as you had planned. Unfortunately, one of the workmen falls off. He falls about 6 foot off of some wooden scaffolding, and it's a bit singed and somewhat confused by what's just happened. And he gives Flashart the stink eye, because as far as he's concerned, it's Flashart that's caused this by making such a grand entrance.
Joke's on him, because Flash Eye can't distinguish between the stink eye and the come on eye. So he's like, Listen, Felix. This is the reality of the situation. I will only do this if everyone comes with, because I refuse to not. Even though she's sassing me off like no one's business right now, I've still got to win Fatora back, and I can't be away for long periods of time. Otherwise, I'll come back and I can't do it. So if
He's not even willing to finish that sentence. He's like, no.
If everyone comes with, then that will help my cause, because then Fatora see what an absolutely just what an all-round chap I am by being on stage.
If I'm coming along, the kid's coming along, right?
I accept that. Like, it's like, get away from Nando's, kid, but have Fatora there. Okay, if Jeremiah and Fatora are up for the quest,
I don't know. This seems like a bad idea.
With the contract. Show me the contract. Show me the contract. Can I see the contract? Is it a contract? There's always a contract.
I'm afraid I don't have it drawn up currently, but I can get my man on it if that's what you require.
Who's your man?
This is Mr. Lizard.
Ah, we know Lizard. Oh, we got a problem, you know. We got a problem. You can't have the same party in the same. You can't have the party one and party two having the same third party.
I suggest you go and find another lawyer.
Why didn't you go and find another lawyer?
Because he's already represented me with all of the other acts that I've signed.
He's already represented us in this pub. Okay. Flash Art.
Yeah.
You want to be our designated solicitor?
I'm gonna say no. Felix, now might be the time to admit something to you, that I have a problem, and I'm man enough to admit it. I can't stop signing things. I can't help myself. You put a pen or a quill or a chisel in my hand, and I am signing, etching, scratching, whatever it may be. I love to sign my name to things, and I'm trying to be sensible. I'm trying to be serious. I think we need Fatora to look at it.
A quill and a piece of parchment is immediately put in front of you by Mr. Sage.
Starts to get the sweat, starts to shake. He's like, "Get the earring. We need Fatora. We need Fatora."
Yeah, Fatora just appears and it's like, Flash Art, go away, go over there, leave.
Flash Heart steps back, pulls out his own little bit of paper and his pen, and just starts signing his own name just to get out of his system.
I lean into Jeremiah and I say, I don't know what's happening, but I think Flash Heart's having a baby.
Can everybody make me perception checks, please?
Perception. 15.
Natural 1.
Perfect.
Concentrating on the signature.
3. It's because I'm signing. I'm only paying attention. This is part of my process of getting over my addiction to signing things.
Oh, I'm even worse.
What'd you get?
What did you roll a 0?
Well, actually, anybody that got over 12 or more will notice there's something going on in the sky. There are a lot of the Griffin cavalry all heading out to the outskirts of the city. And I mean a lot. It's like a flock of birds. There's so many of them.
Is it going to be a dragon? Is it going to be a dragon?
You get a message from the Silverhand, and she sounds like quite stressed out. And she's like, Felix, I don't know if you can help at all, but there's a major dragon attack. It's more than one. We could use all the help we can get if you can get yourselves to the gate at the Tradeway, which is the south gate of the city. Any help you and your band can provide would be most fortuitous. You said you wanted to help fight dragons. Well, there's at least half a dozen on their way to Waterdeep now.
Okay. Do you just need us? What do you need? I send a message back straight away. Don't say this. Do you need us to fight the dragons or contain the panic?
Fight the dragons.
Okay, baby, I'll speak the other words and we're on the way.
You need to fight the dragons, contain the panic, or go on a 6-month cabaret. Which do you need?
Or raise a child at
Look
home.
out.
Right, okay. I stand up and I say, we'll have to reconvene this meeting, Mr. Sage, because the Revengers are needed to save the day.
Again.
We have to go
Sorry.
kill a lot of dragons. I'm just saying.
But I need an answer today.
Then no is your answer. And Fedor just throws the contract at his face.
What?
Cool. He let's see. Okay. He goes, very well. I mean, I tire of this get up anyway. And with that, he snaps his fingers, and in front of you is an adult green dragon who just
Christ.
toothily grins at you and goes, I guess the attack's underway then. And everybody roll initiative, please.
You fucking what?
You're frozen dragon in.
You need to tell me I had all that built up in my mind. I'd written a set. Oh, I'm furious. I want an opportunity attack in the front where I smash the loot over his head. I'm furious. I am, Gary. I'm absolutely furious.
Is this going to be the first time in recorded D&D history that a dragon gets choked to death by a loot string?
It could well be.
Straight across
I love
the
that-
snout.
Oh, Fedor is smug as fuck in the fact she said this is a bad idea.
Well, Flashheart sees how smug Fator is, and he kind of likes it.
Let me just see.
I rolled 9, which sucks.
7. Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Come in.
9. I've got the 9 and the 7.
Wait, hang on. I have to do it on my phone and know where anything is.
Jeremiah, what was yours?
I rolled 11 for initiative, I believe. Hold on. Oh, where's it gone? It's right there. It should be in the game log here.
Oh yeah. No, I got you down as a 5.
I got 21. I used my luck.
Oh, the 5 the D8 DM. I've just summoned the Panther.
Oh, okay. Right, hang on.
That's it.
Right. Let me look at
Lucky for us,
Ah,
the
14.
most natural enemy of dragons is giant elks, correct? Have I read that correctly?
What I managed to summon was a Panther.
Yes.
So the good news is, Felix, it's your go first, and you said you wanted to be right up in his grill.
Rage.
So you've got that option. I mean, you don't have to travel. He's within like 10 feet of you because he's a fucking huge dragon.
Right. Well, first things first, I would like to do without any skill or anything. I just want to hit him over the front and snout with my loot. Just pure anger. Just to,
Go
like,
for it.
you bastard. You know what I mean? Just take at it. So I'm gonna roll. I don't know what to roll. I'll just roll a 20 and see what you tell me to add for it. I don't know what you add for a loot attack.
Do it as an unarmed attack.
So that's 14 plus aspect skills, actions. Oh, what's wrong with? Oh, I've broken the plus. Okay. 40, 50, 60, 70. 18!
18. You swing and he just draws his snout back that little bit, and it makes a good swishing noise, and you pirouette around, and so you do a full 360 with the loot, and he just like winks at you.
Can I address the elephant in the room here? Where do dragons get such nice business cards printed?
Magic. They are all powerful.
Who's got the track for the baby?
Cool. Anything else, Felix, now that you've swung at him?
I think I'm going to, as a Okay, so I want to bardic inspiration. Who would you say is the closest? I am, apart from me.
It was probably you and Fatora because you were.
Yes, I'll give Fatora bardic inspiration then, Bob.
Oh, thanks.
And that's my goal then, because I haven't got disengaged or anything, and so I stand there ready to have an absolute pounding.
Cool. Jeremiah, it's your time to shine.
There's one dragon in front of me.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking infernal hanger.
Wake the child up. What was the montage for?
He's got the child's back. He's one of the journals. Get your info on the hands of that.
Yeah.
What was the last bit you said? What did you
Yeah,
say
I
at
did
the
get the
end?
last bit.
Hold on.
He's plugging in.
I got too hot in my headphones. Why don't we send the child in on Pantherback?
The child in on Pantherback.
A plan with no drawbacks, as far as I'm concerned.
I can't see any issue with that.
Excellent. Jazara, your time has come. This is my move. This is my opening attack. I'd like to send in Jazara on Pantherback. I'd like Jazara to go in on Pantherback and use
She is fast.
huh?
She's fast asleep. You wore her out.
Fast asleep.
She's napping.
Yeah,
She was
she's in her
napping.
room. Napping.
He's 8.
She's had a monster. Surely she's like 12 by now. Surely she can do that running as a preteen by now, no?
Not
Fine.
yet.
In which case, I send the panther up to her room to wake her up. And I'll attack the dragon with Infernal Hand Drop, which I'm sure you're about to tell me fire doesn't work on dragons. But Jeremiah Havoc doesn't give a fuck. 24 to hit.
That hits.
Yes!
Excellent. 16 damage plus the D8 fire damage. 8. And then I'm going to spend a key point and do Flurry of Blows.
Yes, I approve.
And that's 25 to hit.
Yeah.
Stunning strike.
And 11 damage. In my second attack, I'm going to use Infernal Hand Wraps, which is 18 to hit.
Misses.
Motherfucker. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Does it?
Does. Yeah.
Oh. I was going to do, fuck.
Were you going to stunning strike?
Yeah, I was going to stunning strike. I haven't got inspiration. I've got an inspiration from the last game. Does that still count?
Yeah, go on. You can re-roll the hit if you want.
Right, let's re-roll the hit. Fuck, what was it? Infernal Hand Drops re-roll.
Yeah.
Fuck, no chance. 12 to hit. Okay, in which case I am prone and supine in front of a green dragon. I will, with all the things to everyone else, summon the panther now to my defense. No, instead of summoning the panther to my defense, I've summoned a boar.
A boar.
A boar. Yeah.
Mr. Lizard appears.
Next up, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was going to say, can the boar bite him?
Not yet. You had to summon it.
Fine, no problem.
Okay, it's
That's
the legend. Flash shot.
Oh.
Flash shot, carry me away. I'm far too close.
Yeah, you are quite close. Part of me wants to shoot him with something, but then I know I'm going to miss. So the other part of me wants to can I run in and grab people and pull them behind the bar, sort of thing?
I mean, they still had their movement. They could have moved away themselves. They've not been battered and knocked unconscious.
Yeah, but yeah, you've met this group. We don't know how to play D&D. Is the problem?
There would be some heavy attacks of opportunity going down.
Oh, okay. All right then. In that case, I'm going to shoot it with my shotgun, my Hellsinger.
Yep.
Okay. So 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. We have 7 piercing damage.
Yep.
Plus 3 radiant damage.
Okay.
Yes, Flash.
There was somebody else within 5 feet though, right?
And I'm going to use my sneak attack.
Yeah, there was.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack. Which is another 24 damage.
Cool.
And
Very good.
with my second action, obviously I'm going to run away and hide like I do. But if I can't, I can't. Am I able to grab Jeremiah by the collar and pull him back with me, or is that more of an action?
Your bonus action.
That's more of a full action.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
full action.
You'd have to. I think you'd have to roll something at athletics or something for it as well, wouldn't you?
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm
Thanks for the thought, though.
I'm actioned out, so in the way that only Flashshot knows how, he's going to save his own skin and backflip behind the bar.
Cool.
It's a lousy backflip.
Yeah, it's one of those where I land on my neck and just cry like fall back.
Next up, because the dragon rolled absolutely rubbish for his initiative, it's Fatora.
Bloody hell.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Anything you could do to fight Fatora to save the day would be good.
It's an okay. At this point, Fatora's gonna look at Felix and be like, "It's an adult green dragon. Like they're beefy. They're beefier than we are. We ain't winning this fight."
We might do. Ring up Gel Axel and say, "Go come babysit."
You know what?
Well, what are you thinking then?
Well, Victoria's going to disengage and get the fuck out of there.
It's a wise choice.
Yeah, Victoria's disengaging and she's telling people, like, we need to get the fuck out of here now. And she's going to run. I guess she's going to run back to the pub because she's going to go upstairs, is where she's going to try and aim to eventually. That's the end goal, obviously.
Cool. Yeah, you hightail it, you disengage.
I guess, can I bonus action and just go green dragon at the fucking pub to the ring?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Adult green dragon at the fucking pub now.
And he's like, What have you done?
They fucking flash out Felix.
Whoa.
he wanted flash out and Felix. And they said no.
So he said like, get Jazara and yourself safe. Don't bother with the others.
And in the background you hear, and Flashheart. Oh, I must have said that too.
But yeah, Victoria's telling everyone to get the fuck out of there, basically. And she is, bonus action, disengage, movement, and then bonus action was to do that. So
scream into the ring.
Isn't Felix happy that his first thing was to swing a loot at the dragon and then stand directly in front of it?
He can dimension door if he needs to.
So, all of you, except Fatora, who is inside and upstairs, needs to make a DC 16 wisdom save, please.
Oh, that's the one save I would have been good at too. That's the best thing. Because my wisdom save is like +8.
What are we making?
Wisdom save DC 16. Flash shot save.
16. Yeah.
Nice.
Nicely
I've
done.
got to roll a 7. I've got to roll a 17 or higher for this.
I just backflipped onto my neck, so I have no wisdom at all. So it's fun.
Yeah, that'll be a roll of 7. 7, you guys.
Cool.
7.
That is a failure.
I am
Thanks,
coming on.
Okay, so Flashart, you're
But I have to
unaffected.
take a second roll. So I did a with luck, but you have to take a second roll, so it's 3.
Yep. So that means Jeremiah and Felix, who are the only two within 5 feet of it, it has frightful presence which radiates out of it. So for 1 minute, which is 6 rounds? No,
10 rounds.
10 rounds. You are now frightened, which means you have disadvantage on ability and attack
Who's
rolls.
frightened?
Jeremiah and Felix. So
I have,
disadvantage.
Oh no, disease and poison. Oh,
Yeah, it's
I'm
frightful
scared of
presence.
that.
I can't be frightened.
Disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, and you can't willingly move closer to the source of the.
Disadvantage on
says-
attack rolls.
What if it says I
Yeah.
got advantage against being frightened? Can I roll again?
No, because you only get 1 reroll. So
Ooh,
you can have your point of
interesting.
lock back though.
I'll do it.
There we go.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay, that was its first thing. Oh, okay. It will then. Now what? 60-foot cone. So in that case, it will.
I think we're having a new problem.
It will take a legendary action to automatically detect where Flashart is,
Oh,
Oh, you
and
got-
then then it will make its breath attack, poison breath attack. So that is a 60-foot cone. So it's going to get Jeremiah, Felix, and Flashart.
I'm immune to poison.
Yeah, Jeremiah, because he's a monk immune to poison.
Yeah, that's all right.
You can't poison me.
The others, is it complete immunity or is it?
Yeah,
Monks get complete immunity because they're OP as
Okay.
fuck.
to disease,
Yeah.
disease and immunity, disease and poison. Yes.
I need a DC 18 con save from the other two.
I get advantage for a poison.
Cloud of green fumes erupts from his mouth.
if I get hit, can I use uncanny dodge to only take half damage, even though it's
Mhm.
poison?
Yeah.
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 Yes, you can, Flash. Good lad. Nice.
I got 11, but can I use my? No, you know what? Whatever. 11.
What does uncanny dodge say?
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the attack's damage against you.
There you go.
I wasn't sure if it was like an actual attack with something, because it seems a bit weird. I could just avoid half.
I think I think evasion's the other one you have as well, which is
I don't know if I've got evasion.
yeah, evasion's a low level monk thing.
That's
Or is it
unarmed.
or is it 11?
Right.
Is the next
So,
level up for you?
Oh.
Felix, how did you do? DC 18,
Oh,
con
bad. 16.
16.
I poisoned all day long and I had advantage.
So Felix will get the full amount. Flash up. I think you're halving and halving, aren't you? Did you pass the save?
I didn't pass. I got 11.
Okay. Oh, so you're going to halve it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll take half of this. Hang on. I'll see if the laptop can manage to roll them. It's
I got resistance.
16 d6 poison damage.
So what do you mean if I got resistance?
Yeah.
You take half damage.
Evasion's 7th level.
Yeah, he'll have it. So
Yeah.
that's 47. So I think you're both halving it.
Oof.
So 23 poison
Yeah.
damage.
24 in it. Then you go up.
Nah, we'll roll down. It's round down. It's easier.
It just means when we do it to his monsters, we also round down.
Right.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Best way to be fair.
Good thing is you don't count as poisoned, so you're okay.
Okay.
That was just its cool stuff. Now it will 3 attacks.
What would happen, Gary, if I decided to stab myself with my dagger with goo on it to randomly to see if I could
We-
roll?
We will roll on the table.
I might become immune to poison. You never know. Or I could turn into jelly. One or the other.
So 1 bite, 2 claws. So it's going to do a bite and a claw into Jeremiah and a claw into Felix. So the bite into Jeremiah. I'm going to do it on here because it's quicker than waiting for that. It critted.
Oh,
Oh crap!
What did it crit on?
It's bite attack on Jeremiah.
Oh, fuck it.
Okay, so the good news is it also does poison damage, which Jeremiah isn't worried about. So that's a bonus. So that does 20 piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh no, 27 piercing damage. Sorry.
7.
Hang on.
20.
No. Add another 14 onto it. So 34 in total.
Oh, you got you motherfucker!
And then its claw attack is it gets a 20 to hit, a dirty 20. And
You know that
does 18 slashing damage.
Yeah.
Okay, and now the claw on Felix.
Yeah.
24 to hit. And it does 12 slashing damage. And then the last one it will do is it will swing with its tail. How does that do? And it will do it Felix. So the tail comes swinging round and he gets a 15 to hit.
No, yeah.
Okay. And the tail does another type of dice. Oh, no, that is 7. That is 13 bludgeoning damage, Felix. And that's the dragon's go over. So back to Felix.
Dimension door.
How's Jeremiah going to get out?
Jeremiah is monk. They can disengage. They can.
Disengage
And then-
one out the wind.
I would never disengage.
He could disengage, and he's got the
There he
fastest
is.
movement out of all of us. Would you not
You
disengage for your sister?
No, I'm going to grapple hook my way out of there.
Oh, there we go.
can someone
Then
use
drop
the
you
buil- can someone use the builder that gave me the side eye as a human shield, please?
I would take this opportunity to point out the last time Jeremiah tried to use the grappling hook to get out of a combat, he was then absolutely mullered by attacks of opportunity.
Literally killed, murdered.
Yes.
But he could
Yeah.
disengage. But he could disengage
Yes, he could.
and then use the grappling hook.
And then grappling hook. But he
And then
said he
run.
was never going to disengage. But it's Felix's go. He's Jeremiah's next, so anything could happen.
I am going to bonus action, send a message
Yep.
to Jeremiah at the far shop saying, where would we meet? Where would she would get her baby, and then would she stay in a pub? She'd go file Jalax up, wouldn't she? Because she's just legged in and shit. Faitoris is gone.
Fedora did
Go
yell
on.
to you what she's doing, and she's like, "I'm getting the kid and going. Like, we need to get out of here." With Fedora.
Yeah, but where would she go with the kid though? That's what I mean. Okay, so I'm
Yeah,
gonna
probably the docks.
so I'm gonna 500 feet to a clear space that I know of that I've seen before, away from the pub, and say to the boys, meet you at the docks.
Victoria's going to get surprised when she gets jumped by a panther whilst getting her child from the
No.
I'm not going to
So-
D&D, but I can summon a motherfucker out of a panther.
So Felix, what did you say in your message to them again?
So I'm
Meet
saying
at
I'm
the dock.
gonna meet. I'm gonna say like,
Is this to the earrings or is this to a spell?
no, this is a spell that I can do
Okay.
as a cantrip, which I'm assuming is.
Should he use the earrings?
Well, I didn't. That's the point. And I'm not going to use the earrings now. I know what's going down. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna send message to the other two. Say, because I know Fator is gonna go to the docks, so I don't need to worry about it. So I'm gonna say, all is lost. Head for the docks.
Yeah, you've got 24 words. You're fine.
Yeah, that's what I gotta say.
Cool. Okay, so you blink out of existence. It's just Jeremiah standing there, fist raised, eyeballing this dragon. As the cloud of poison starts to dissipate, you're there defiant, undamaged by the poison, but looking pretty badly battered by the bite and the claw.
Okay.
As we know, under normal circumstances, I would never disengage, but I think to the beautiful little girl who needs me, she needs me. She needs me. A tear comes to my eye, and I take the option to disengage. How big is the room that? How big is the room that I'm in?
Well, you're on the outside terrace.
We're on the outside terrace, so technically I could disengage, grapple hook to the top of the building.
Yep.
And while I'm grapple hooking to the I'm grapple hooking to the top of the building, and then I could batwing away.
Yes. I will need an athletics roll for the.
Well, I'd be faster running, but it's just not very Jeremiah to run, is it?
we all know. We all know the sacred Jeremiah ratio, which is for 1 meter out, he has to go 4 meters up.
Yeah.
If you guys had wings, I've got wings that grappling hook. I want to use them. Do you know what I mean?
No, 100%.
Yeah. Can I also like shoot it with my
Don't
razor
shoot
or
it. Just
something?
go. Just fucking go. Fucking go.
I had the record state. I really want to shoot it, but I will just if it's on. But I think of this little girl who needs me, and yeah, I know. But before I go, I'm going to leave the bed. I'm going to leave behind the what was it? Something? The boar. It's a distraction, which is my plan all along. Yeah. So I'm going to disengage.
Oh, actually, hang on. No, the boar would have taken the poison damage because that wouldn't have been immune to it.
Behind the dead boar, the carcass as a reminder. I am not afraid.
Just like Nando's, you've got a spicy dead boar. It's so
you
dry.
You have to cook it yourself.
Yeah.
In which case, I just disengage, please, dear.
Okay, cool. Are you grappling hooking up to the top?
Yeah.
So athletics roll for that, just for that maneuver, because you might fall down and land in a heap back at the dragon's feet. No, you're safe. 21. That's a good roll.
21.
Yeah, it goes exactly as you planned.
Great. And then I'd like to soar to say to the safety of the docks.
Okay. Yep, you'll fly from rooftop to rooftop, I'm sure.
Gracefully. A few loop-de-loops in there for good measure.
Flash Art, it's over to you.
Well, so there is a back entrance around the bar. We've used it before.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna Flash Art is gonna get himself out of the back door and off. And when stories are told of the fight with the Green Dragon and the Revengers, then they'll make a note that the last heroic thing Flash Art said as he left the building was "Fuck Nando's." Go
on. Cool. And then Fatora.
Fatora's waking up Jazara.
Yeah, she's a bit sleepy. Like, what's up, mummy?
It's just like, come on, speed up. We gotta go. And it just says to like, you need to get to the docks now. Runs out, uses her own phase step on Jazara to misty step her 30 feet outside the building, and tells her just when she needs to run.
Okay.
And just says to Jack, like, she's running on the way. I'm stuck in the pub. I'm gonna have to get out.
She's on Pantherback. I gave her the gift of Panther.
You didn't give her the gift of Panther.
She's basically Brave Star.
You might see that she suddenly appeared outside the pub and is going to run to the dock. Vatora's not going to be with her because Vatora's got to go back down the stairs to get out. So Vatora's running back down the stairs, back down the pub, and it's going to try and get out the back the same way Flash had it, but won't be able to.
Flash Heart's just going to run right. She appears, and Flash Heart just runs right past her. Keeps going.
Yeah. Cool.
So that's what they see.
So the dragon on his. Oh,
Yeah. She's told Jarl Axel she's on the way, but she's on her own. Just to be like,
So Flash Art's running away. Let me just see if that
Bravely.
didn't. Yeah, tactical withdrawal.
Yeah.
We're
regrouping far
You
away.
were ambushed.
The dragon's going to go. Is there no one to fight me? Are you all cowards? I expected so much better of the fabled revengers.
I can't hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't. So, Felix, you can just keep heading to the docks. Jeremiah's leaping from rooftop to rooftop. Flash Art is going out the back, at a line of sight.
in the
Fatora,
shadows.
so you're going out the front or out the back?
Does Fatora know that have we got out the back before?
You'll know there's a back entrance.
So she's going to try and go out the back at the same time.
Get Lenny on the way, man.
No. So she's gonna try and go out the back.
Okay, so
What
let
about the
me.
What about the kids?
The Kenkus are like every time they come back.
They're coughing. 26. Okay, so you just see Flash Art's heels dart out the door, and then as you get to the door, Green Eladrin just steps in the doorway, and he's like, "Well, why the rush? Where are you going?"
It all just kind of like cartoon stops. Like, that whole thing. I was just like, well, poison really doesn't work well with Eladrin lungs.
Oh, you're far too delicate. Why didn't you just come with me? These are fools that you're hanging around with.
True.
Yeah.
It was like, what talents do I possess other than I'm very good at healing people? That seems to be my best thing, and somehow magically giving birth without actually.
Exactly. I'm sure you have many talents. I've heard. I mean, just look. The city's going to burn. I mean, I can extend a modicum of protection for you if you wish.
I'm not getting out of here either way. I'm stuck. Victoria knows enough about green dragons to go like, I ain't gonna win in a fight against the green dragon. Shit. Shit.
Yep. Are you gonna summon help or?
I don't know how. Like, I guess she's just gonna. Yeah, I guess she would try and just be like. How does the ring work? I'm assuming there's like a button, not even a button, but I'm assuming it's just like.
You just have to think about using it. It's same with the earrings as well. If you think about using them, you can broadcast a message.
Can I do both at the same time just for fluff?
Yep.
Okay. I guess they're just gonna hear Fator go, "Well, I'm fucked." So I'm stuck in a pub with the green dragon blocking my way. Shit. And that's what Fator is saying. It's just like as if she's been saying to him, but just thinking about broadcast and that to every. So they know it's like I'm stuck.
You hear from Jarl Axel first, and he says, "Some of my crew have got Jazara. She's safe. Don't worry about her. We're on our way." Any of the other guys want to say anything before another message comes through?
I feel like it's Flash Art's time to shine, but I don't know what he'd do.
I start making my way back to the pub.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm thinking I need to as well. But
I start making my way back to the pub, still on rooftop.
Okay.
A level above. A level above. And when I get to the pub, my plan is to not be seen or noticed. but to have a clear, try and have a clear wind through a window, like ranged shot.
So
Right.
I'm gonna hide in the shadows, but also come back so I can see what's going on in the back. But
Oh my
Felix,
god, stealth mission, stalk
Yeah.
mission.
Felix, can you dimension door, grab, and then ping out, or is that not possible?
No, I'm not the right height.
Oh, can you duck?
Can you call?
Yeah.
So, while that's happening, another voice comes over the earrings, and it's like, "What? There's a dragon in the city? Xanathar will not agree to this. He has not been consulted. Let me go and pass the news on."
Well, Johnny will be pleased.
And we will end there this week.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's fun.
So the beholder's not happy that there's a dragon in his city.
Johnny's plotting. I can see in Johnny's face. He's plotting something.
It's gonna be like a Japanese kaiju film with a beholder fighting a dragon. Rawr.
I thought Johnny was thinking, how do I fix my loot?
Yeah.
I was thinking exactly. I was thinking, would he go and fix his loot on the way through? I think he would.
I'm not sure he broke it. I think it was a swing and a miss, wasn't it? So he just
It was. It went all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right then.
You're safe. Cool. Well, there we go, folks. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Amazing. That was really good fun. Thank you.
Oh my
That
god.
was really good fun.
Dragon.
I was just aware we hadn't had a combat for a couple of weeks, so I thought, why
You
not
just
fight
thought
dragon?
Green Dragon, nice and gentle,
Yeah.
ease him back in. Like.
Yeah. just so we can get into easy combat, get it done with.
Well, I've got the green dragon. Hold on.
Can I ask you an honest opinion, Gary?
Yeah.
At any point during the planning, did you think, they'll beat this?
No, I thought you did the right thing, like running away from it, because it's
it's
an
gonna
adult
have-
one. You
It's
could.
not like a little. It's not like a fucking wyvern, is it? Jesus fucking.
You did a fair bit of damage to it. You got it down to about 150 hit points.
What's this wee business?
Yeah, and that was only in really one round of actual combat that you were doing.
So
So
all we need is another 17 rounds of combat without getting hit by the dragon to kill it. Easy.
yeah, with it mucking up, and it has like plus 11 to hit. So with it rolling like dog shit, you'd have been all right.
But we'd still have all been poisoned every single time. All that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but there was always the get out clause with the earrings, which is we've been building up to that someone's listening in.
Yeah.
That's Xanathar. So
There we
there's
go.
options. It's pulling all the threads together.
I'm looking
I was
forward
gonna
to meeting him.
I
I got my
mean,
costume
yeah.
ready. I got my costume ready. I'm gonna go as a jest as a giant goldfish.
I was going to say, because there's only so much damage we could have done, but it's also one of the things of, we probably could have defeated it. It probably would have taken 3 of us out at the same time.
Yeah. There'd have been lots of resurrection going on.
Yeah, but if
if
two
I
of
think
them
we
Tora
could have
and
taken it. I think we could have taken it. I do. I think we could have taken it.
I think we could have as well if Tora hadn't egged it. Once the cleric's gone, that's it. Then.
Yeah.
I think
I
that-
also played it, though, in terms of Fatora. Fatora, if she didn't have a kid, probably would have. I was playing in terms of Fatora's just had a kid. Bit maternal, probably not going to be as reckless as she used to be.
it would have killed Fatora and killed Felix, leaving me and Jeremiah, the 2 guys that can't bring anyone back to life very easily. That's what would happen.
I mean,
And the other thing with green dragons is they like to collect people, similar to
There we
blue
go.
dragons.
That's what it was.
Is that why I wanted me and Felix to go and hang out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have owned you. Cool. So we will be back next week. Yeah, should be. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I think everyone's around next week.
Yeah.
But
So has
until
the
then-
dragon got a horde? Has that dragon got a horde?
People.
Yeah,
But
it's got a traditional horde, but it also has people that are indentured to it.
Yeah. Okay.
My favourite dragons are fairy dragons because they're tiny as fuck, and they're just they're not evil. They are evil, but they're more chaotic than evil. They're more just like they're mischievous. I love fairy dragons, and they're tiny. And it literally says with fairy dragons that the moment you enter a certain mile radius, you have to make a save, and if you fail, you basically get compelled to find like a little hidey spot to hide gold there, and the fairy dragon knows you've done it, and that's how it collects his hoard, because it just compels anybody new just to leave like 2 gold somewhere. And it's great. I love fairy dragons. They live in doll houses. That's literally what it says. They're laying things like doll houses and stuff, and I love it so much.
That's that guy in the Slovenian family shop.
Yeah. I love it so much.
Cool. We will say thank you to our sponsors. We got Lost Souls Pizza, the Amazing Monkeys Emporium, Siglaski, friendly local gaming store. Yay! We'll be back next week. Thank you everybody for playing tonight. I am going to press the awkward button. Are we ready? Here we go. The button's been pressed.